I can't tell if this is Matthew McConaughey or if it's like a Native American chant.
I was trying to do Matthew McConaughey. Like that.
Yeah.
Have you heard the word?
The bird's the word?
What up, everybody? Episode 25. We got our boy. Josh is back on the pod. Josh, how you doing?
I'm doing well. It's great to be back.
Good, thank you, bud. We're excited to have you. Brenden, how you doing, bud?
Feeling great. Good to have our boy Josh on the pod.
Yeah, Brenden, you got a new fresh do.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
When'd you get that done, today?
I got it done the other day.
The other
But
day?
yeah, it feels good to get the sides taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. I love it, man. Thanks for noticing.
Yeah. You're so welcome. A guy like me, I notice haircuts. I can't do them anymore. I just buzz. But what I was talking about, did you hear the cover that Post Malone did?
No, what is it?
What's that? Do you know the name of the song? Fuck me.
Oh my, yeah, it's the cover to the Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah.
I only wanna be with you. I remember.
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear it, but I seen that he did it.
Dude, it is a bomber.
It's Post Malone, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, dude, it kills. I love it. It's one of those that just beats the original. Sorry. Ooh, am I striking some chords?
No,
Post Malone's is better than the original. Fight me.
No, I don't doubt it.
You don't doubt it?
No, it's Post Malone.
Brenden, spit it.
I'm honestly not gonna lie. You wouldn't even have the cover without the original. Yeah, that's dumb to say.
No, that's what
Obviously. But at the same time, I don't think I gotta go with Hootie and the Blowfish over Post. I think Post kills still, and he got the approval, the stamp of approval.
Did you hear it? Did you listen to it?
I listened to it.
Did you?
Yeah, I even saw the Instagram picture with him and Darius Rucker, lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish. If you did not know.
Now, see, I did not see that.
Yeah. So he got endorsements by the guy. I still
That's
don't think
so
it's as
cool.
good as the cover.
That's how you know it's better, actually, right there. The guy said, wow, he heard it. Post Malone's like, here, dude, watch me do this gift for you. You did the song. The guy's like, oh, my God. You just did my song better than me. We'll both make some money.
Yeah, I think when you have like that big of an artist do a cover of your song, not that Hootie and the Blowfish wasn't big, but it kind of, brings you attention back to the original too, because some people haven't heard that, especially the younger generation. They haven't heard it, so now they listen to it, they're like, wow, okay, they'll like it. So then they listen to more stuff. So
You little energized bunny. He's so ready to talk.
That's what I was going to say, because you were talking about the younger generation kind of getting introduced to it. You're saying the younger generation getting introduced to it. And I was saying, like, is it kind of similar to the Stranger Things phenomenon of, like, a nostalgia high of, like, having to see things from back in the day so we don't remember how, like, crazy things are nowadays? So we kind of get, ooh, it's Hootie and the Blowfish again. It's Darius Rucker's song with Post Malone again.
Older people, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the younger generation knows Hootie and the fucking Blowfish, Brenden. Especially Post Malone fans. Well, the older Post Malone fans, because there is a lot older. Everyone loves Posty. But I guarantee it, the younger generation, unless they have some badass parents, which they're out there, because that's a great song.
yeah,
I heard that song when I was a little kid, and Post Malone killed it. Well, anyway, I saw it. They did like a little Oculus Pokemon thing, and you're supposed to have an Oculus for it, and it's a whole like concert that he did. He did like 4 or 5 songs. It was really cool. He did it with Pokemon for the 25th anniversary. You didn't hear about that?
no,
Wow, they were sponsoring for a while on YouTube, and they did it. You can watch it now, but I'm like, damn, I want to see it through the Oculus. Me and Danny are doing mushrooms on Friday. We're going to go on a little adventure. I'm going to guide him through this because he's got some lessons to learn. He's got to really experience who he is and what things he needs to get over. You know what I mean? That's what they do, dude. Mushrooms are magical.
What if he goes on a bad trip?
No, he won't. It's with you. Honestly, he took the whole day off. He took the whole day off to get in the right mindset. He's gonna be cool, calm. He's gonna listen to nice music. He's gonna clear his thoughts. I told him, clear your thoughts, find your zen, become calm. Don't stress about anything. Don't worry about anything. I told him we're not gonna eat. It enhances the trip. You can say something.
And I was just gonna say, man, because I know both of you were doing them together. When we did them together, I had a terrible trip.
Well, yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
And I was just saying, like, are you gonna have like anyone? Are you gonna have anyone at all that's gonna be?
Screaming into the mic, man.
Are you gonna have anyone at all that's gonna be like sober for it to make it a little easier?
No.
Or yeah, I gotcha.
No, just me and him.
Just wanted. To
I can handle my shit. Danny can handle his shit. My little buddy Brenden Maranan can't handle his shit. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing, dude. I'm not down talking you. You know what I mean? Dude, I'm fucking 300 pounds, okay? If I drank the equivalent to our bodies, I would be so fucked. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is.
That makes me feel a little bit. Thanks,
Yeah,
man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Because you got to think of it like this. You can outdrink me. You know what I mean?
Only because I try.
Well, yeah, and well, no, like you can, but you can even handle your shit more than me because I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. But even though you're only taking, let's say, you're pretty gone on 4 to 5 shots. 4 to 5 shots, Brendan's doing pretty good. What do you think?
I say 4 to 5.
4 to 5.
You're right. I think you're right.
Dude, 2, 3, and like I'm fucked. 1, I can take 1 shot and I'm buzzing really good. We took a shot of that Dana White shit. I was buzzing, man. I don't drink.
Yeah, that howler head.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the same thing that I'm trying to get with the mushrooms. You ate a lot of mushrooms to equivalent of you. Now, Cookie told me that it doesn't really matter about weight and all that. It affects everyone differently. But I just think since, you don't weigh that much. How much do you weigh? $120?
Yeah, about $120.
Yeah, I was talking about that with my buddy Bedside, and he didn't believe it. He's like, "What the fuck? He doesn't look that small." I'm like, I can show you some pics, bro. Or maybe it's giant time. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so you look bigger on the pod. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you took so much. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's like, it had to have been the equivalent of me eating like 10 grams. It has to be. It has to be. Something extreme.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I appreciate
So
that.
I think that's why you were melting.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was
And
crazy.
you got to remember, Danny's a big boy.
True.
And, like, you also get really stoned. You know what I mean? We can smoke a couple bowls. I probably shouldn't say that because you jump.
It's whatever.
All right, so we can smoke a couple bowls and you're really stoned. You know what I mean? Danny gets really stoned, but again, he can smoke more than you and be just like me. So I have a feeling that Danny's going to be the same, like me, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get giggly, but he'll be able to control himself. And the only reason he would have a bad trip is if he was looking for one. I think Danny kind of wants to look for a bad trip, being Danny. You know what I mean? So he kind of wants a bad trip. But as long as he stays cool, calm, me and him are going to have a good time.
All right. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know?
Yeah.
I die because he's got guns. Danny. That's what he told me. He goes, "I'm not gonna trip out and like kill us." Am I? I go, "No, dude. It's not gonna be anything like that."
I like how that's one of his questions to ask.
Yeah.
I just have to make sure
that I'm not gonna kill us, man. I'm not gonna be tripping. No, he's responsible. I like using mushrooms as like a healing thing. It really is. When they're gonna, I have a strong belief now, learning about all of them. I think they're gonna become legal across the board one day. Might be a while, but like marijuana, 100%. They heal, dude.
Definitely not something that I personally would do again, just because it was so crazy the first. But again, like maybe I took way too much.
People even microdose them for like depression and shit. And
interesting.
Like, yeah, apparently like 0.2 grams. They put them in like capsules. They grind them up mushrooms and put them in a capsule, and they take them every day, and it helps make them not depressed. I'm like, damn. Because people always take antidepressants. Dude, you ever listen? Are you on a, like, going to bed at night, and then you'll hear some kind of medication come on TV? Side effects may include, and then it's a long list of just some of the worst shit that you could ever think would ever fucking happen to you. You ever hear that?
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of times the side effects are in some ways worse than what you're trying to treat.
Yeah.
It's like may include death.
Yeah.
Or, like in some cases.
Not gonna happen with mushroom, folks. Have a good day. Because when I come down from mushrooms, I'm going, God, I love you. I love everybody so much. I love my mom. I'm so happy I have everybody that I have. I'm so thankful I have 2 hands, 2 feet.
I could see it like becoming legal one day. But like I said, I think it'll be.
We gotta move to Oregon. Is that where everything became legal?
Yeah, Oregon.
And Washington. Maybe not Washington.
I don't know about Washington. I know Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about Washington, but I mean, especially if they see like there's gonna be more people taking it. So if more people talk about like the benefits or whatever of it, then more people are open to it. So it's the same thing with like marijuana. Like same thing. Like more states starting to pass it with either being medical or just across the board.
Yep.
And then so people see the benefits of it, whether it be like tax dollars or whatever it might be. And then they're like, well, okay, we can get on this board. And then, politicians are like, money. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Exactly. Oh, I can take something that's not going to make me want to kill myself or lose a kidney. Dude, a lot of antidepressants that have the opposite effect. They make you want to do that, which is fucked.
Especially if you are like coming off them.
Yeah,
they say that could be dangerous.
Yeah,
like, especially if you just quit it.
I've had no side effects with mushrooms. What were your side effects the next day? What were you feeling like?
Grateful to be alive. Grateful to be alive.
Exactly.
Personally.
Exactly.
Again, and not something I do habitually or anything like that, but I would try them again, but maybe not as much. But like,
I would like to see
it'd be crazy.
I would like to see just you microdose it, just 0.2 grams in a capsule.
Yeah, because I can't do a lot of that.
Can't
stuff.
do a lot.
No.
I think you're a microdose person, dude. Anyway, all right. Ooh, and then we were also talking about Twitch earlier. What was your question you had for me, Josh?
I was saying, so like the YouTube subscription pops up in your subscription box. I was thinking, what's the point of the Twitch subscription exactly?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand, because I know, like, if you follow it, shows up in your page or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between a follow and a subscription?
So a follow just lets you know when they're on, so you can go play with them, go watch. It's like a notification. And then when you actually subscribe to them, you can earn channel points and unlock stuff like their emotes, highlight your messages. It all depends on the Twitch person. Everyone's different. And then like even some people give gifts out to their subscribers if you're subscribed to them. They give out money, anything. PlayStations. There's a lot of shit that goes on. Dude, that's something I've been gaming with Timbo a lot, and it's been a lot of fun with the boys, dude. And I've been playing with Bedside and Jime Time. We've been killing it on Resurgence. Dude, there's so much focus and concentration you have to put in with that. And a lot of them boys stream. Timbo just started streaming. Mm-hmm. Bedside streams. I don't think Jime Time does. But and then we've been playing with this dude named Jinx. I'm Jinx. Dude's insane. He streams. Gets 25, 30 kills a fucking game. Insane shit. But, like, all that shit takes focus. And I was talking to the boys. I'm like, what would a world be like if everyone... Because if you can make a lot of money playing video games, why would you do anything else? If you really love the video games. And how many kids love video games? So I was like, what if we come to a future, like, where everyone's doing this shit?
But if...
You got OnlyFans. You got Twitch. You got YouTube. But people are just showing them. There's so many people. I'm learning how to cook vegan food. I'm not even vegan, Josh. And there's this really popular lady making vegan food that I find fascinating. She's got millions of views. All these kinds of people. We're making money off ourselves.
Yeah, but then if everyone was doing it, then the market's oversaturated, and then you don't have an audience.
Or maybe everyone's making less. Would that happen? Maybe. Or do you think everyone...
I think they would make less if they weren't getting as much of a return. So, like, if everyone was doing it, they would start making less because they wouldn't be making as much money. So then they wouldn't see the value in spending all this time doing this thing. Mm-hmm. So that, like... Now it's like really popular and everything, and like people are making a lot of money off it. But like I said, if there's more and more people, then the audience divides, because then you're gonna have a different favorite, and then you're gonna go watch them, and then
that's a good point.
So
you got a good point there. There is a lot of fucking people out there. Nick Merck's getting 60,000 average viewers, dude,
which is crazy.
That shit's insane.
But then also
it's just 60,000 people. Think about that. Is that really anything compared to how many people are actually on the planet?
No, we're talking billions.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say, what was that last name that you just had mentioned just now?
Oh God, I don't even remember.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he's a big name. He's a big name. He attracts 60,000
Nick
people.
Merckx. My bad.
Nick Merckx. Anyways, there's not gonna be 100 Giannis Antetokounmpos out there. You know, you're gonna only get the elites who are getting paid.
I don't know, man.
That's how I see it going down. Is like the elites of the elite are gonna be getting paid,
Well,
and everyone else is just gonna be getting pennies.
Well, and here's another thing. Like, Tim likes to do jujitsu. Show his jujitsu on Twitch. You can do a lot of shit on Twitch. You don't have to show just video games. Whatever your audience likes to watch, you do.
Yeah, and that's part of finding the audience. That and then like you said, Sean streaming UFC. That's where you feel like the audience is at.
Yeah.
So, but you have to find your specific like niche kind of in a way, because not everyone can make it playing Call of Duty.
Well, another thing I noticed, it just seems like everyone in the celebrity game is starting to stream now.
Yeah,
Trying to.
It's a popular thing.
It's starting to grow.
And it's a good way to interact with your fan base too.
Yeah.
Like some people, they don't need it for the money because they already have it, but it's a good way they can interact with their fans. So they can talk to them. Like some people on Twitch, they just talk to their chat or whatever.
Oh yeah, people read. Dude, there's some probably fucked up shit that happens on Twitch. Who knows?
Yeah, people sleeping. People
yeah.
watching people sleep.
Did you hear about Snoop Dogg?
No, what is it?
Did you hear about Snoop Dogg?
Haven't heard a thing.
He streams. And I went down a little rabbit hole after this because I didn't even know Snoop Dogg twitched, right? Well, he got all pissed off when he was playing football. This dude got a touchdown on him, and Snoop Dogg got pissed. Fuck! He's all pissed off. He's like, fuck this game. And he got off. Well, he left his stream on for 7 hours in the same room. So, Pete, like, apparently some celebrities went in. I didn't go into it. I just heard about it after it happened. But apparently it was like a real vibe. People were going in, talking, laughing about it. For 7 hours, that bitch was on. Well, anyway, I went down a rabbit hole and I started watching some other of his clips. Dude, he is fucking hilarious. Snoop Dogg, his Twitch, I'm like, holy shit. He treats it like some of the shit he says. I'm like, oh my God, that was the shit. He says that in real life. Like when he was gangster Snoop Dogg, he said this shit. You guys just look it up. Look it up like top funniest Twitch moments with Snoop Dogg. You'll laugh your ass off. He goes into a character. He gets it. He like goes into full blown acting mode on his Twitch.
I was gonna say too, because you said gangster, and I was like, people forget Snoop Dogg's a fucking gangster.
Dude. Oh, dude,
you know, Snoop Doggy Dog.
Yeah, dude, you will laugh your ass off watching him on Twitch. It's a good time. Okay. And Jason Mewes. Jason Mewes is hilarious on Twitch. Jay and fucking Silent Bob, dude. Cool as fuck. Never in a million years would I think you'd be able to fucking talk to Jay from Silent Bob playing fucking video games.
For some reason, he doesn't seem like the type to play video games.
Dude, he's so cool. He's even builds Legos. He does real nerd shit. He's a nerd at heart, and it's awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah, I'm not into Legos. I'm not into all that. Legos are cool. Do your thing. But he'll like to build shit on, he'll play anything. Plays Fortnite.
He's found his market. Lego building.
Oh, he's so cool, too. There was something else I wanted to talk about. We're going to get into fight talk here pretty soon, folks. But we were talking earlier about how all the alcohol industry, how a lot of those guys are making money off that. Well, did you hear about Dwayne Johnson's new energy drinks that are coming out?
Listening.
Did you hear about them, Josh?
I seen that he was coming out with something.
Yeah, called Zoa. Zoa energy drinks. He had a really cool thing on his... Brenden, you're cracking me up. So he had a post on Instagram, and they came out. You can order them online. I don't know if they're in stores yet. I want to try them. But apparently it's like a healthy alternative to energy drinks. And the flavors sound good. Pineapple, coconut, super berry, lemon, lime, wild orange. And you can there's 2 versions. No sugar or a little sugar. Like 10 grams of sugar or 1 gram. Something small. Small as fuck. But he goes on this big spiel about how, his tattoo on his chest? That's the symbol on the can. And it means family, strength, honor, war, all this shit, right? Yeah, so he goes on this big spiel about this energy drink. But you talk about someone I feel like that's capitalizing. He's already got alcohol. And kids nowadays, energy drinks are huge. They're fucking huge. So if he takes over the energy drink game, That's enough, dude. He's killing it.
I know. I drink an energy drink probably most days that I'm working, so Monday through Friday.
You're probably gonna be drinking some Rock energy drinks.
I want to try it, especially if it's like healthier or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, hopefully they have enough caffeine in there because I like high caffeine ones, not like crazy high, but
I forget. I'd have to rewatch the video. I should have before the pod, but go watch it after the pod. Check it out on Instagram.
I know that those flavors though, they do sound good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try it.
How cool would it be if like he sponsored us and we got like all those for free and we were sponsored? I'd be like, yeah, drink the Rock's energy drink.
We pitch it so well.
Yeah, it was originally gonna be called Toa, but that meant something because he's half
Samoan.
Yeah,
because I thought he was half Filipino for the longest time because my dad lied to me.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's half Samoan.
Yeah, and apparently Toa means like something about a warrior and
maybe like power.
Yeah, so they changed it to Zoa. I just thought that was interesting.
And on top of that, it's tequila that he has, and now an energy drink. How many people say, "Can I get a vodka and Red Bull?"
Yeah,
and now they're gonna be saying, "Can I get a
Zoa
with his tequila?"
Yeah,
he's gonna be double on that.
And his autographs on the can too, just like the bottle. Yeah. Shit's genius. I think The Rock's genius.
He's a genius.
You think he's gonna be president, Josh? Brenden thinks so.
If he has the desire, and
he says he was thinking about it. He made a tweet not too long ago.
I think he'd be very popular.
Oh my! I think he'd fucking win. The way this world is.
Yeah. He's
the most followed man on Instagram.
See, it's scary though, because then it's like anyone who's popular could potentially win the presidency.
Well, what about what was his name? Fuck, the actor that became president before Reagan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know back then or whatever. But I didn't know. Was Reagan a big actor? Was he?
Yeah. Was he like fucking? There's no way he was Rock level.
We're really speaking to our age.
Yeah.
Like some people are like, "What do you mean?" You know that?
And some people are like these dumb fucks.
Yeah.
These fucking idiots, man.
I don't know.
Why
Reagan,
am I watching this pod? Thank you.
You're still watching.
Yeah. Love you. I always love it. But yeah.
But that seems a little scary to me. That if it's just strictly a popularity contest, which I mean, in a way, it kind of is. But I don't know.
All right, let's get some UFC talk, boys. Some news dropped today, right before our pod. 2 big UFC stars cut. Ready? Alistar Overeem, JDS. Gone.
What? I did not see that coming at all. You had told me earlier, there's big news I got coming.
Yeah.
What?
It makes sense. It makes sense, man.
Would you explain a little more what happened?
Well, I wish I didn't read it. I just saw it before the pod.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just talk. You can make sense with it with their fights. It's time. They're old.
I'm sad. I love JDS. Yeah. He's one of my favorites.
They can go do other things. What if they go into bare knuckle?
Bellator. Hello, Bellator.
Did Overeem win his last fight? Or did he lose?
No, he lost.
He lost? Did JDS lost his last fight?
Yeah, JDS's last fight was versus Cyril Gain.
That's
Gone.
Right.
Gone.
I know, I said Gain too. I fucked so many names up. Oh, and dude, last week we had some fucking fights on that weren't even there. The thing was messed up. I swear, folks. We're trying to get back onto our grind.
Double check in. Having to go to multiple sources.
Yeah. Did you guys hear about Hamzat?
No, I have not.
No. Big word on the street. It happened yesterday. He retired. Hamzat Chimaev retired.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was spitting up its complications of COVID. He's been spitting up blood. Apparently, Dana White said that he's emotional. And he was training, and he had a bad training day. I'm seeing reports that doctors are saying he has permanent lung damage. Then there was this guy saying that he was trying to talk him out of retirement. Who knows? I think right now it's at a who knows moment of what's going to happen for Hamzat. But it just sucks because I'm getting the view that this dude just won't stop fucking training and heal. Stop fucking training. I know it sucks, dude. But you got to heal. Your body's your number one thing. If you ain't got your body, you can't fight. Stop fucking training. Heal.
I wonder though how long did he take off from whenever he first got it versus when he started training? Like how long in the period that was?
Yeah.
maybe he did. I don't know how long. I don't know when he got it, but maybe it was a good period, and he started
I think
feeling
he's had it for a good amount of time now. He's been dealing with this for a while.
I know
He had to drop out of the 2 fights.
the lingering symptoms of it is crazy, and the different ones. My sense of smell still isn't all the way back, and
That's
it's been
insane.
since the beginning of November.
That's insane.
And I don't personally, it wasn't like that part wasn't that bad compared to other people's, so I'm lucky for that. But that's crazy because he's, in great health. Obviously,
Yeah.
by looking at him, you would think you wouldn't see anything wrong physically, and then now this is just destroying him. Pretty much, it sounds like.
Yeah, not good. And it's kind of that weird situation where it's like, wow, this guy came in with a storm, 3 fights, 6 weeks. Wasn't it like that? And then it's like he could have lost his next fight, and he wouldn't have been this big smoke that he could have been. Or he could have kept winning, 100%, 1,000 trillion%, anything. But we'll never know now if he does retire. That'd be kind of weird. Like, damn, he could have been one of the best, but we'll never know.
And, obviously his safety and health comes first, but I totally agree with what you're saying. And at the same time, it's just like he had a tear during this COVID season. Who knows if he would be as successful with everyone being back, being ready. So it's definitely interesting to hear about that. I did hear Dana talk about that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, like, maybe it's just like it's just something that's emotions running that decision. Hopefully he comes back. I'd love to see him fight again.
100%. I hope he heals up. I hope it'd be devastating if COVID took out a guy like that.
Yeah. Like him, Kevin Holland. There's been a lot of superstars coming out during COVID season that have definitely made it worth the watch and definitely made me, just a little bit more positive during this time. Yeah. So definitely props to UFC for having some just great fights during this season too.
Holy crap. My God.
Getting you crying a little bit with this emotional dude, COVID's been tough. COVID's been tough for a lot of people.
That was just so real. Fuck.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you.
But boys, UFC 259, poster fucking behind me. Fuck. I love these kinds of fight cards, man. 3 title fights on the line. It's gonna be a good one. It's going to be a fucking banger this weekend. Hopefully. We always get those fights where you're like, oh my God, this is going to be the greatest card ever. Shit happens. It doesn't turn out to be the hype. Then you got some cards where it's like, oh, fuck this card. Everyone's sleeping. They're fucking bangers. I don't think that's tonight. This Saturday. Not tonight. This Saturday. I think it's going to, the cards stacked top to bottom with some really good fights. So let's dive into it. Let's get some picks.
Yeah. Before that, it's going to be a great night of fights. Mm-hmm. We're going to keep the positive energy. It's going to be great.
Gonna be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, I'm definitely excited for these fights. I think the last fights last week were a little bit of a sleeper for most that don't watch a lot. I think it wasn't as exciting as a lot of people would have hoped for. Mm-hmm. Crazy fights still.
I can't even remember what fights happened.
Cyril Gahn versus Rosenstruck, Yeah. But
Dana White just shit on him after.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't know
Dana
about
White
that.
Shit on him. He's like, yeah, he won. That's about all he did. Dana White can be really harsh sometimes. All right. So, boys, UFC 259. We got to dive in. Early prelims. The night's starting out. Bantamweights. Mario Batista versus Trevin Jones.
Dude, and can I just say something too? Because I was looking at it.
What?
Trevin Jones, 12-6-0, and then he's got 1 no contest.
Yeah.
I had to look.
That's his only fight in the UFC.
I looked into that. Oh, really? The no contest is the 1 fight in the UFC?
Yeah.
He won, and then it was overturned because he had a positive with a weed test.
Oh, see, that's so shitty.
And it was the Nevada Athletics Commission.
That's so shitty.
I was like, what does NAC stand for? Nevada Athletics Commissions. If you're, you know your stuff, you know what NAC stands for.
Brendan's just getting into this, folks. We're trying to help. We're teaching the youth.
Dude, they fined him $1,800 and they suspended him for 4.5 months.
Dude,
over a positive pop.
Dude, UFC cut Matt Riddle, who's doing work in the WWE right now. Matt Riddle was my boy. Josh knows how much I liked Matt Riddle. I really liked Matt Riddle. He had 3 strikes with marijuana. UFC's like, dude, you're gone. For fucking marijuana. Stupid. Dumb. Doesn't help anything. But the fighters.
I get you. True. The one thing I wanted to say, too, on this prediction, because I don't know both these fighters very well, I went with Mario Batista on this, and that's just because he only lost to Corey Sandhagen.
That was his debut.
That's a good fighter.
Yeah,
and
that was his debut.
I got him by unanimous decision. Again, I don't know too much about this one, but I'm going for Mario Batista by unanimous decision. That's my prediction.
What about you, Josh?
I'm gonna go with Trevin Jones. He's gonna avenge that no contest. He wants to prove himself after that. You know, he won, but it's kind of tainted a little bit. So he's gonna want to. He's coming out with that extra, chip on his shoulder kind of thing. So I'm gonna go with Trevin Jones.
I like it. And the boy Mario. His last win was by a flying knee. I watched this. I wish I had watched the whole card, but it was good. It wasn't like the cleanest knee. It was a good knee. Sent the guy down and he landed a couple punches and the fight was over. But I think it was in the 2nd or 3rd round. I forget. But it was okay. It was good.
Damn, a flying knee though. That's pretty cool to see.
Fuck yeah. Oh god, yeah. And I guess it was pretty crazy how it wasn't the cleanest and it still knocked the guy down. Those fucking knees, dude. Nasty.
How good to be a UFC fighter right now? Because a flying knee happens and we forget about these kind of things.
UFC now stands for Ultimate Fucking Calves, just to let you know. Yeah, there's no more. You just got to be a really good calf kicker and wrestler. There we go. Don't get calf kicked first and wrestle, and you're going to do great things. Ultimate Fucking Calves, baby.
That stuff, it feels like it comes in cycles. Like certain moves have a big success, like the oblique kicks.
Yeah.
John Jones.
Yeah.
I feel like more people are starting to use oblique kicks.
Yep.
But now it's, definitely.
Even when he was using his elbows in the clinch.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
We weren't really seeing it.
Rashad Evans.
Yeah. Yeah, he was
Got
nasty
destroyed.
with those. Oh, and then when he submitted Leota in that fucking standing, was it a what was that?
It was a guillotine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Good times. Good fucking times. I'm going with Mario as well. Dude's on a 2-fight win streak. I'm sorry, Josh. Your dude's 30. Our guy's 27.
He's just got more experience.
He
That's
does. He does. We'll see. That's a tough fight because, then again, I don't really know them guys either. They're new on the block to me. All right, next. Who you guys got on this one? We got a Dana White Contender Series guy who I'm going for. And this guy came from Alaska Fighting Championship. You got to be tough. Alaska? You got my vote. I don't know if it's really in Alaska. Might not be. It could be in Miami. But it's got me thinking, wow, this dude can live in some tough shit.
How much competition's in Alaska? That's my question.
It doesn't
You
matter.
say it's tough to be there. It's tough to even be fighting there.
Just like the UFC Countdown said, if you live in harsh environments, it creates the most badasses. So sit down, school. All right, next. Euros, the doctor, what is it?
Medic.
Medic.
The doctor Medic.
Medic. I'm going to say Medic because he's the nickname the doctor. This is who I'm going with, just because he's from I love the Dana White Contender Series, even though Cruz is from the Dana White Contender Series as well. I don't know. What do you guys think on this one? I'm going with the undefeated guy. He just strikes my fancy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the doctor too. Dana White after he signed the contract with him after his fight in the Dana White's Contender Series, high praise. I'm gonna listen to Dana on this one. Hopefully I'm not wrong, but I'm going to go with the doctor as well.
There we go.
And I'm also going with Uros Medic just because, Sherdog had him listed as 170 on his weight, and Alan Cruz, who he's fighting, is listed as, let me see here real quick, 145 pounds. Sorry, everybody. Just had to look at my notes real quick.
It's okay,
145
it's okay.
pounds. 145 pounds. So he's not a true lightweight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I just see
Interesting.
Uros being a bigger
That's
guy
interesting. I'll
as
look into
well. And again, the record 6-0 Contender Series. I got Medic winning this. Let's get it. Medic. You got this. And I got him winning by first round knockout. I'm going hard on that one. Just first round knockout. Let's go, Uros.
All right. Next fight, we got a women's matchup, strawweight. This is another kind of tough one for me. Don't know much women. Both of them. I'm kind of going with Livia Renata Souza, just because she won her last fight against Ashley Yoder by decision. She's 3-1 in UFC, 14-2. Amanda Lemos, I kind of remember that name. That name kind of rings a bell. She's on a 2-fight win streak. Last one was by decision. She's lost to Leslie Smith by TKO. Leslie Smith is pretty tough. That's a tough girl.
Yeah, this one is also tough. With you there. Not too familiar with both of them.
Souza's only lost twice, but by decision. Amanda's really only lost once. She's either a draw or a no contest. I forget.
I think I would have to go with the younger fighter, which is Souza.
Yeah.
You know, she's younger, but she's got more fights, so maybe more experience. But
3-1 in the UFC. Amanda 2-1 in the UFC.
So similar UFC experience, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Souza.
Yeah.
And Souza does have 8 subs out of those 14 wins, and I had her winning by submission second round.
We're playing UFC math.
I'm playing UFC math. I am. I see a lot of submissions, and I like it.
It's tough.
I got her.
All right, next, Sean Brady versus Jake Matthews. This is a big fight. I really like this fight. This is one I'm really looking forward to. Jake Matthews again, 26. It just blows my mind that the dude's 26. He's been fighting in the UFC so many fucking times. He's tough as they fucking come. 10-4 in the UFC. He's 17-4 overall. He last he did that fight with Diego Sanchez. It was a good fight. Salute Diego Sanchez, you fucking warrior. He's on a 3-fight winning streak. This dude, Sean Brady, dude, 13-0. This is a tough fight. This is a good fight. I like this one. Now, his last fight, he beat Christian Aguilera by a guillotine choke. I don't remember fucking Christian Aguilera. My bad, dude. But, yeah. This is interesting. He's got 3... Sean's got 3 wins by KO, 3 by sub, and 7 by decision. He's 3-0 in the UFC. My pick, I'm going with my boy Jake Matthews. I want Jake Matthews to win. That's who I'm going with. Who you guys got?
It does seem like Matthews been around for a long time, even though he's so young. I think this is a tough pick. I remember vaguely of Sean Brady's last fight, and I remember
Tell me out. What was it?
How did he win?
No, yeah. Well, how would that fight go down? Who do you remember?
From what I remember, it was a lot of grappling, and he did pretty well with it. He was controlled him very well. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to remember exact details of the fight, how close it was, how competitive, whatever. But I remember I was impressed.
With the control.
Yeah, it was impressive. But I think there's a huge test for Jake Matthews.
Our boy Jake Matthews.
Yeah, and I'm like you. I agree with you again. I'm going to go with Jake Matthews.
It's okay.
This one might be coming from the heart.
I think
want him to win.
We do. He's so awesome.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking warrior, dude. That dude works hard, and you can see it in the octagon.
I'm hoping this is like towards the next step. He's building, getting ranked, getting, top 15, top 10. We'll see. This might be the next step.
What about you, Brenden?
So I'm actually against you guys. I got Sean Brady winning this fight.
Why?
I looked at his record. One of the wins that he has actually did impress me. It was Court McGee, one of the Ultimate Fighter champions, who had won. And I was like, oh, he beat Court, and he's 13-0. He's undefeated, and I got him winning by unanimous decision in this fight. I think it's gonna be a tough fight for him as well, but I think he's gonna take out the more experienced Jake Matthews.
That's actually a good pick with the decision.
I got Sean.
What do you think on that, Josh? What do you think? Got anything to rally against that? It's going to be interesting. That's a fight I'm just looking forward to. Here, we'll move on to the next one. It's a light heavyweight match. I'm going to butcher this one. I don't know if you guys know how to say it. Kennedy Nasakawa. He's 7-1, 2-1 in the UFC. He's another guy. Dude, Dana White Contender Series guys are just all over the place. Them, Dana White Contender Series, and Dagestans taking over. All right. I'm not trying to be racist, but the Dagestans are a threat. Watch the fuck out.
Yeah.
If you're fucking signing up to fight a Dagestan, go.
Reconsider your decision, maybe?
Yeah. No, you be fucking your best. You be ready to kill, blood. We ready to kill these motherfuckers. All right. And he's versing Carlos Olberg. This dude. Again, these are two guys that I'm just not remembering. I love the Dana White Contender Series. They've been signing a lot lately. I feel like Dana goes on there every time. He's like, you get a contract, you get a contract. And it's kind of getting hard to keep up. So I need to remember. And this Carlos, this is his first fight since the Dana White Contender Series. So, and guess what? This dude's dude, this is kind of weird. His first fight was in 2011. Then he didn't fight until 2018. What the fuck? Kind of crazy. What the fuck?
I wonder if he's doing other combat sports, like if he's focused more on like jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai, what it might be. But yeah, that's a long layoff.
It's weird. I was kind of like, whoa. All right, and then I'm going with him because he's undefeated, and he's coming off that win in the Dana White Contender Series. He beat Bruno Oliveira. I don't know. I don't remember who that is. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. He's 30. He's 30, so he's in his prime. This Kennedy guy, dude, he's 2-1 in the UFC, 7-1, and he won his fight from the Dana White Series. He had a head kick. He had a good head kick. I remember the hype behind that one. And his last fight was against Darko Static. I'm sorry, guys.
Names are hard sometimes.
Names are hard, man.
Especially some of these weird.
Especially when you can barely say English words. It's tough out here.
We'll just go Kennedy and Carlos.
Yeah, Kennedy and Carlos. I'm going Carlos. Who you guys got?
I'll go first. I got Kennedy winning this fight. He's 7-1. Yeah, he doesn't have an undefeated record. But he's only lost to Paul Craig by a third-round submission.
Paul Craig's tough. He was tough.
Submission triangle choke in 2019.
Paul Craig was actually kind of scary.
And I got Kennedy winning by second-round knockout.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going hard on that.
All right.
I got Kennedy winning this fight. Let's get it. 28, 6'5", 205 pounds. Let's get it, boy. You got this.
Start the next one. I love your energy. Or Josh, you start the next one.
I'm going to have to go with Kennedy as well.
Uh-huh.
I think the slightly more experience, the more UFC experience.
Okay.
I don't know. Some guys, when they get a lot of UFC experience,
it helps.
It's just different. They have
Not when those motherfuckers are undefeated coming up out of Dana White Contender Series.
This is true.
We'll see.
But sometimes that when you have that sometimes you fight, with a little more fear because you don't want to lose.
Yeah.
And especially on the bigger stage in the UFC, this is a huge card too. So there's going to be more eyes on there. But I'm going to go with Kennedy. I think he's going to take it.
Okay. I'd like to see the statistics of Dana White Contender Series fighters winning their first fight after being on the show and how that plays out. Because I have noticed doing some of these, kind of a little half maybe, of them lost their first fight in the UFC after the show. So I'd like to know that. You'd have to look them all up and do the math. I'm sure it's easy. Have something to it. All right, next, boom, boys. Tim Elliott. This is a flyweight bout. Tim Elliott versus Jordan Espinoza. Tim Elliott, man. He's been in the game for a long time. Long time. And it's kind of funny. So he's kind of had a crazy career. Goes 2-4 in the beginning of his UFC career. Leaves, goes to Titan. Goes 3-0 in Titan. Comes back. When he came back from Titan, he fights Demetrius fucking Johnson. That's a tough one. Ouch. We all know what happened there. Then he goes from including the Demetrius Johnson, and he's now 3-5 in the UFC. So overall, his UFC record 5-9. That's tough. But he's fought a lot. He's fought a lot of people, pretty much almost everybody. And this Jordan Espinoza, he's 3-3 in the UFC. He's again from Dana White's Contender Series. He's 2-5 in the last 5. I think they both are. Yeah, they're both 2-5 in the last 5. So, ouch. This could be like do you think this could be a cut? Loser gets cut deal?
Yeah, I kind of definitely see it as that. Especially similar like it's in the like you said, similar like it's in the last 7 fights now.
Yeah.
And both on the, they're over 30 now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this very well could be, loser leaves the UFC kind of thing.
100%.
This is a tough fight because, like you said, Tim Elliott, been up and down, especially after the Demetrius fight. But his grappling is so crazy. I know I'm pretty sure it was his last fight. using that crazy grappling that has tons of transitions, always active on the ground. And it looked like he was doing pretty well. And the guy against him was also doing well. But, I guess it was kind of a little 50-50, but Tim Elliott ended up getting submitted.
Yeah.
So you kind of, wonder if.
I feel like that's how a lot of his fights go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's grappling heavy.
Yeah.
And his style, he gets in stuff.
He's fun to root for.
Yeah.
He's really fun to root for.
He's got a fun grappling style to watch because he's always active. So either like he's trying to go for a transition or submission, and then the guy's reversing him or whatever. Crazy grappling matches. I think with Espinoza having 4 sub losses, I think I'm gonna go with Elliott.
Oh wow!
It also might be another heart pick though, because I'm pretty sure Tim Elliott fights out of I think Kansas City or somewhere in Missouri. I'm pretty sure. So maybe a little hometown bias or home state bias.
That's okay.
Or whatnot.
I'm going Espinoza. What about you, Brenden?
I had Espinoza as well, and I had him winning against decision. I think it's they both need this fight really bad, and I just got Espinoza winning. So
my heart's rooting for Tim, but what I gotta say is Jordan. All right, next one, boys. We gotta fly through these flyweights, next one is this is another guy I'm not familiar with, Rodrigo. Or how do you say it?
Rogerio.
Oh, Rogerio. Jesus, Ricky. How do you say his last name?
Bontorin.
Okay. Versus Kai Kara France. I can say that one. Fuck. I'm going with Kai Kara France. He's 4-2 in the UFC. He's 27. 21-9. What do you think, Josh?
Same.
Same?
France. His last fight, I know, was very disappointing. He's very down on himself. I think he's going to return and rebound with that.
He was down on himself, wasn't he?
He was a lot. And I remember because he's in the same camp with Izzy.
Yeah.
And I remember I don't know, that him loss, like the way he was down on himself.
He knew he was better than that.
Yeah. And that team has done really, Dan Hooker lost his last fight, but Dan Hooker's another one of the teammates. But recently they've been real trending up or whatever. So it was I think that team rebounds.
Okay.
So starting with France.
Okay. I like it. I like that. What about you, Brenden?
I had Rogerio by second round submission. Actually.
Oh.
And I noticed he had 11 submissions out of his 16 wins. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
So I was going with Rogerio submission. I hope he beats Kai Kara France. Take out this New Zealand craze going on.
You don't like New Zealand people?
I do. I love Izzy, and all that, but I see it going different.
Damn. Hate on the New Zealanders. Oh, okay.
I'll be really fast.
Yeah, you do think. We're going to keep throwing through our thing because we're almost, Man, I wish he would have hold.
I know.
Fucking Brenden. All right, we'll keep going. All right, we're back. Yeah, a little cut. Oops. Next one, Joseph Benavidez versus Askarov. Almost the same fucking first name as his last name.
We'll go with Askar.
Yeah. This is another tough one because, again, dude, he's from Dagestan. He's 12-0-1, 2-0-1 in the UFC. He had that debut with Brenden Maranan. That was a draw. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
That was a while ago. But he's doing pretty good, dude. He's got 3 KOs, 7 submissions, 2 decisions. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and obviously Benavidez, veteran, been around for a long time. How many times has he fought for the belt? At least
Oh my God.
4 times?
I think 4 times, dude, because he's lost to Demetrius twice. He's lost to the current champ last 2 fights, were his last 2 losses to the champ.
That's why I think Benavidez, I like Benavidez, good fighter, good guy, but I think he's on the downhill of his career a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to rebound versus this up-and-comer who's young and hungry. And I think the rankings are real similar.
Mm-hmm.
And Askar's hot. He's young. And he's, sometimes the young generation takes over the old. And I think that's going to happen that night.
That's
Saturday.
what I feel as well, dude. I want Joseph Benavidez to win. But
I'm with you guys on that. I'm honestly, I had Askar winning too.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Benavidez just got wrecked those last 2 fights. And I kind of want to see someone new in there too, So I'm definitely going Askar as well. I got him winning by decision on this fight. So we'll see how that goes down.
This next fight I'm freaking really excited for. It's a bantamweight matchup. Song Yadong versus Kyler Phillips. I'm really excited for Kyler Phillips because he trains with the Jobins. He trains with Tim at the jiu-jitsu. He also trains at the lab. He's a cool dude. He's funny. And he's a killer, man. He's 8-1, 2-0 in the UFC. So I'm excited for this one. Song Yadong, his last fight was that Cheeto fight that everyone thought he lost, that he won. But he's beat a lot of good people. And he had a draw with Cody Stamen. He's a beast. He's coming off, pretty sure, let's see, 6-0-1 in the UFC. So I guess a 6-5 win streak if you want to count it.
Yeah.
It's up to the people.
That's crazy, though, that he's got so much experience.
Right.
UFC experience, but he's young. He's only 23 years old.
Right. And it really quick, too.
Yeah.
It seems like it's been really fast.
This is a great fight for the young and up-and-coming fighters between, Kyler's only 25 years old, too.
Yeah,
so it's
dude.
not like he's, much older than him.
Yeah. Again, these bantamweights, dude, it's like the top 25 is just stacked beasts.
Yeah. You can kind of mix and match, take your pick of who's, the last,
it's insane.
14, 15, whatever it might be. So I'm going to go with Yadong.
You're going,
Yeah.
You surprised me there.
It's a hard pick.
It is.
I can see it going either way. But
you're
yeah,
going
I'm
against my
gonna
boy
go
Kyler Phillips, boy. Let's go, Kyler.
I
Kick his ass, Kyler.
had Yadong winning as well by decision.
You sons of fucking bitches.
And then I also noticed too on his,
You're gonna regret this one, you guys.
just looking through Dog, trying to figure out because it had his 4 losses, 1 by TKO, 2 by decision, and then 1 by other. And I had to look that up, and it was actually by disqualification by groin strikes. So interesting to think about. But he really only has 3 L's. If you think about it, one of those is a technicality.
Yeah.
So I've even go to Yadong Son. I got him winning by decision on that fight. Let's get it, boy.
Hell yeah. Damn. And these are just the prelims. Main event time for the prelims. Dominic Cruz, Casey Kinney. This is a big one. Now, here's the thing with Dominic Cruz, guys. He's only lost to the best. That's it. Nothing else. Fucking 2-fight losing streak, Henry and Cody. And it's kind of weird. It's like Dom's been in the game forever, and because of his injuries back in the day, he hasn't fought that many times. His UFC record's 5-2. We've seen Dominic Cruz in the octagon 7 times, and think about how fucking long this guy's been involved. The bantamweight, dude. Honestly, the whole championship story, the path of the belt transferring, one of the funnest, I think, in the UFC. It's just been fun. The swapping of belts. Fucking, remember when TJ came in and beat Brenden Maranan? We're like, damn, Brenden Maranan seems unbeatable. And then here comes TJ with this fucking quickest fight. At the time, one of the quickest fights I remember ever seeing of punches being thrown and shit. And then you got this fucking gunslinging Cody fucking Garbrandt coming in, knocking motherfuckers out. It's insane.
that performance that Cody had versus Dominic
Yeah.
was crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, the way TJ beat her Barao was crazy because, like you said, Barao looked unstoppable, huge long winning streak. It was like in the 20s or whatnot, and then TJ comes up and just destroys them.
Yeah. Then Dom comes back, beats TJ Dillashaw. So, and then again, at the moment, we're like, damn, TJ's a beast. Dom comes back, gets the belt. Then fucking Cody Garbrandt fucks his head up, danced inside that octagon. Then TJ comes back and just beats the fuck out of Cody 2 times. And then TJ's, gone, you fucking bastard, doing that shit. Henry comes in, whoops on Marlon. Dude. Then Peter Yan, out of nowhere, comes out with a storm, knocking every fucking one out. Head kicks Uriah Faber. Takes out Aldo. He's got a champ, dude. He once trained with champ. That was cool on the video, him talking about how he trained with Aldo back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that next, though. This is just a big fight. I love Dominic Cruz. I like Casey Kinney. Again, he trains with the boys. He had that little scandal with the Megan Anderson shit.
Yeah.
I felt bad for him on that. People can take things the wrong way, and you can maybe say something that you don't really mean on a podcast that can bite you. Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad for him on it. Everything's fine now. They're all made up. Everyone's fine. Sorry. But He's on 3-fight winning streak. It's not as impressive. His last fight was against Nathaniel Wood. Dominic Cruz, I'm going Dom just because of his experience. He's a champion. He's one of the best ever to do it. I'm going Dom.
I'm also going to pick Cruz. Just like he said, he's only lost to the best. He's beaten the best, and he's done it for so long. And I don't think he's still got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the injuries, it's kept the damage off him per se. Not to the knees, but as far as
his
like
poor knees.
I know. It's so
the way
sad.
he moves just fucking kills my knees. I'm not even moving, and I just watched Dominic Cruz, and my knees are like, fuck that.
It looks like at any moment, any wrong step, he's going to blow out his knee.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I know. It's a fear. It's a fear of mine to watch. I don't want to watch it. I'm going to go with Cruz, though.
I don't think he's the dominator.
Yeah. I don't think Kenny, it's not quite yet.
I think it's too early.
Yeah,
I think it's too early. He's going to be a force to reckon with, you know. He's 29. His prime years are ahead. They're coming. This could be and dude, it's a huge win if he beats Dominic Cruz.
For sure.
It's a huge fucking win.
You beat Cruz. I mean, how many fights is Cruz even removed from a title shot? It's not that many.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like if Casey beat Cruz, you could even say he can, give me that title shot, top 5, whatever it might be, but a huge fight for him if he wins.
5-1 in the UFC. Casey Kenny does have a chance. We'll see.
I'm against you guys on this one. I got Casey Kenny winning by decision.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also, he only has 2 losses, and they're both by decision.
Mm-hmm.
And Dominic Cruz, he's past his prime, hopefully. I mean, because he's done. He's an awesome commentator. I love Dominic Cruz, love watching him talk about fight science.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to go with Casey Kenny winning by decision on this fight.
Okay.
He's got this.
We'll see, boys. God, that was just the prelims. Let's fucking go. All right, we're back. Main event time. Main card time. Let's fucking go. It starts out with bangers, boys. Light heavyweights. Thiago Santos. Alexander Rakic. I probably said that wrong again. Rakic. By the way, folks, sorry about that camera issue. We had some camera bullshit happen. You had to watch me for a while. Now you're going to be back on them. I apologize. I know that was rough. If you've made it this far in this video, you're a fucking Jobin. I love you. All right, boys. Back. Boom.
Okay. So we got Thiago Santos, Alexander Rakic, I believe. And then, this was a tough one. I love Thiago Santos.
This actually is a really tough one.
I really do love him.
But he's on a 2-fight losing streak, boys. And that John Jones fight, it was the John Jones fight, and then he got submitted by who? Glover Teixeira. Ooh, who's a fucking anaconda? Yeah. He's a fucking anaconda.
And you know who Alexander beat last? Anthony Smith.
Oh, and he's our boy. He's been kind of on a little rough path, though. He's trying to find his way back.
I think Thiago going to have the same issues. Oh gosh.
2-fight losing streak. I'm having a tough one with this one, to be honest with you, because it's like this could be the fight where he comes back. He's been in the UFC for a minute. This is actually his 20th UFC fight. How about that?
That's crazy.
Right?
I would not think of that.
He's been in it since 2013. Which blew my mind. I'm like, damn, it doesn't feel like that, but we forget. He was fighting in other weight classes.
Yeah. Did he start out in light heavyweight?
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember he had that like knockout streak or whatever, that gave him all the hype or whatever. And then he went to, no, did he start at middleweight? He started at middleweight, then went to light heavyweight.
Did okay at middleweight, moved up to light heavyweight, did a fucking tear.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the John Jones fight, which again, hats off. We know this dude has heart. You have to kill this man to beat him.
Yeah.
He's 13-7 in the UFC. He's 21-8. So let's see. 3 losses, but he's been KO'd. He's been submitted and 2 decisions. He's got 15 wins by KO, 1 submit, 5 decisions. Whew. Alexander, man, 29. He's kind of the next breed.
Yeah.
He's on that, I first I want to go Santos, but then I'm like, damn it, I think Rakic's going to get this. This is a tough one for me. I'm going. My heart wants Thiago Santos. That's my heart. What I think is going to happen, Alexander.
I'm in the same boat. Like, I'm really struggling with this one. This one was probably the most that I was back and forth between. Because I think I could see it Santos. This is the one that he comes back. I mean, he had a really good fight versus John Jones.
Yeah.
And Glover Teixeira has been on just an absolute tear.
Yep.
He looked like a beast. I'm kind of leaning towards Thiago. That's what my heart's telling me right now.
Your heart's telling you?
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
I'm gonna go with Santos. I think it's gonna be by decision. I know both these guys have a ton of knockouts, but I mean Santos is very durable.
Santos has 15. Alexander has 9.
That's tough. I'm gonna go with decision. Santos by decision.
Okay. What about you, Brenden?
I just want to say Thiago Santos is 37, pushing 40. You know, guys.
Fuck.
Alexander's 29. He's hitting his prime.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna win by decision because Thiago Santos is a tough son of a bitch. I don't think he can be beat easily. I'm gonna go Alexander by unanimous decision, and I just hope Thiago doesn't get hurt in the fight. That's all, because I know he's not gonna stop when he gets hurt. And that's all I got to say on this one. And I haven't seen too much out of Alexander, but we'll see what happens.
What a good way to open the main card for that one. That'll be exciting. Yeah. That could be a banger, dude. Someone could be going to sleep. This next one I'm super excited about. I love Islam. I love the whole, when Khabib came in with the afro, I wasn't on the board right away with it, It looks like you remember. Uh-oh, what did I do?
Just the way it came out. Not saying his full name. I love Islam.
I don't want to butcher. I love him so much, and I don't want to Makhachev.
It's hard. It's another one of those names.
Makhachev.
It sounds good to me.
Sounds great. I love the guy though. So DC was kind of breaking him down pretty well. He is exactly like Khabib, but he's ready with his hands. He's better with his striking. Whereas Khabib had to work his way into striking. He kind of evolved into it. Islam's already ready to go. He's already got a knockout win. He knows how to wrestle. He's over around really well. I think he could be champ. I hope that. And then here's the thing though, Drew Dober, fuck. His last win was that fucking TKO over Alexander.
Yeah.
Fuck. Wrecked him.
Drew Dober, I think he's that now. His last 3 fights have all been TKO.
Yeah, last three wins.
He's been looking good.
Yeah,
but like you said, the all-around game of Islam, and especially the takedowns, heavy takedowns. Looking at the stats, Drew Dober not too much into takedown, into wrestling, the grappling, and I think that could be a weakness of his. Mm-hmm. And it said Islam has also got the hands, so I feel confident with his hands too.
Drew Dober does have 6 wins by submission.
He's got the subs, but his takedown defense. I mean, maybe it's because he's so comfortable. He's fallen into the grappling. But I don't know. Khabib, the way Khabib wrestles, he doesn't in the way with the grappling positions. He doesn't put himself in bad positions to get submitted, and I think Islam is going to be the same way there. Mm-hmm. And so I think with the takedown, the threat of the takedowns, he's going to be attempting them. I think he's going to be pushing forward.
What about the hands of Dober?
He's got power, for sure.
What if my boy gets tired? Becomes a standing match and Drew Dober is just pushing the pace. Oh.
This fight's tough, too, because I can see that,
This is a tough one, because, my heart wants me to pick Islam, who I think is going to win. But Drew Dober is a tough fucking dude. He's got hands. He's got pressure.
That's my biggest thing is if we see a takedown in the first round by our boy Islam, I think Dober's going to be in a world of trouble.
You think so?
If Dober can stop the takedowns from happening, I give it to Dober. But I do have Islam winning this fight by decision. Oh, no, actually, I put first round submission by Islam. With those 7 subs, we'll see what happens.
Islam hasn't lost since 2015. 7-fight win streak. Let's go, Islam. Final picks, Islam.
Yeah,
Islam. Oh, sorry, Drew Dober. You're a warrior, though. We're giving him credit.
Oh yeah.
That's a tough fight. Fuck, that's a tough fight. God, this main card is insane, guys. Mm-hmm. These are special.
This is getting good.
These are special. It's insane. Fuck. I love Matt Serra too. And that's why I'm rooting for Aljamain Sterling on this next one. Peter Yan, Aljamain Sterling. Why are you looking at me like that? Aljamain Sterling, dude. What a career. What a journey it's been with Aljamain. Ups and downs, through peaks and valleys. And now here he is. 5-fight win streak. Over who? Let me tell you.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Tell me. Tell me.
Let me fucking tell you, dude. Corey Sandhagen, go to sleep. That 90 night. Here's a pillow. Pedro Munoz, come on. He was up and coming. He had a good fight with Cody. He was an up and coming. Yeah, he's a tough dude. Pedro's a tough dude, Brennan. Silly bitch. All right, Jimmy Rivera, my dude. Beat Jimmy Rivera. That was a good fight.
Yeah.
Cody Stamen, that's another dude who's been doing really well. Doing really well in the UFC. Aljamain, next. And then Brett Johns. I don't remember Brett Johns. Sorry, Brett. R.I.P. Brett.
It's the two first names.
I forget you, man. I'm sorry, but that's impressive. I love Matt Serra and all them guys. Chris Weidman, Steven Thompson. That whole group is just really cool. Aljamain, how can you not go with Aljamain, guys? Come on now.
Do you think Peter Yan would lose to Marlon Moraes, Rafael Asunciao, or Brian Caraway? Do you think he'd lose to any three of those guys?
Bad nights can happen.
Bad nights can happen. Another bad night's gonna happen for your boy Aljamain. Sorry, Matt Serra and Aljamain. You're
Peter
losing.
Yan is 7-0 in the UFC.
And he's only lost one time by decision. He's a killer.
He's a beast.
He's a killer.
He is a beast, man.
And he's gonna win by decision again.
Again, like how we were talking about, I thought it was cool how he trained with Aldo back in the day, and then to fight him and beat him.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's some huge shit. And he's been going all like. Did you see that countdown part for Sterling and Peter?
I did. I haven't seen that part.
Yeah. Well, you should watch it because they just break down how he's traveled around the world to get better. And he's a beast. He's an animal. What were you going to say, Josh?
The grappling of Sterling, I think it's going to be big.
Was I think so impressive against Corey Sandhagen. He puts pressure on him and then just immediately takes his fucking back. That shit was crazy. And he put him to sleep.
Yeah. His grappling is really good. And it's always been really good, but lately, I guess probably 5 fights, longer, whatever. His grappling's just gotten better and better, it seems like. So I think that's the X factor. But then Peter's stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the grappling stand-up matchup. I think Aljamain's strength's in the grappling. I think he's going to want to go towards that. And then Peter, I think, is going to want to keep it on the feet and use his striking.
Yeah.
This
is a big fight. This could be a really, really good fight. I was almost like, man, could this be fight of the night? Potentially. Yeah. But it's just crazy with the next two fights.
I know.
It's a really hard one.
That's what makes this fight card so great. There's so many fights where I'm like, yeah, this could be fight of the night for sure.
Honestly.
Oh, wait, there's that other fight. Yeah, nope, that one. So.
Dude, Sterling, you guys need to watch that fucking countdown. The way he sets up, he'll set up his punches with his head kicks. He'll throw a kick followed by a punch, do the same thing, reversed, Just throwing shit. The way he submitted one person, I forget who it was off the top of my head, but it was just really crazy. Joe Rogan's freaking out. He's just really impressive. And that Corey Sandhagen one was really impressive. That was like a whole nother Aljamain we had never seen before. You know what I mean? It seemed like he really stepped up.
He's got that hunger, that drive.
And I can kind of see him doing the same thing to Peter, getting that back. I don't know. This could be. I would be devastated. I'd be so sad. Peter just goes in there, and knocks Aljamain out real quick, like that head kick. Who was it that head kicked him?
Was that Moraes?
It was Moraes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Stiffed him, like killed him.
It was bad.
That was the night we were like, oh, Aljamain just died.
Yeah.
But then look, he comes back, dude.
Yeah.
On a tear.
This is a tough fight.
How could you not? Brendan? You silly bitch.
He just better not rely on that double leg takedown and get set up just like how Curtis Blades got set up.
I don't see Peter Yan submitting Aljamain. No. I don't see it.
Peter Yan could knock him out coming in for something crazy.
Aljamain's never been submitted
with the grappling. Yeah. I don't know.
And it was really cool because he has a freestyle wrestling background, which is pretty crazy.
This fight is going to be, I think, now that we're talking about it more, I feel like this is going to be fight of the night.
I feel like it could be, dude.
I feel like it's going to be a decision win by Peter Yan, but it's going to be it's going to be real close. Either a split decision or within, 1 or 2 rounds. I think it's going to be a great fight.
I got Aljamain Sterling, submission second round.
Oof, I'm sorry. I'm gonna love seeing this again, play back when he
I
loses.
know, that's why I don't really like giving my whole.
By unanimous decision against Peter, just
Nope.
because Aljamain ain't ready for this.
Aljamain, submission. Wash my hands. All right, next. This one, how can you not root against the greatest women fight? And in fact, take women out of it. Why is women included when we talk about Amanda Nunes? One of the greatest fighters ever.
Yeah, for sure. Dominant. Been dominant. Like, last, I don't know. It's been forever.
Yeah.
The way she beat Ronda.
Yeah.
All her title fights. Beat Cyborg. I mean, Cyborg looked unstoppable. And then Amanda knocks her out first round.
And she's been so dominant against top tier names, against the best of the best, that it's funny when you talk about who she's lost to. I told Brendan on the pod that one of the people she lost to. You know who else she lost to? Kat Zingano. TKO 2014. This is crazy. You wouldn't. Casual fans today, there's even people like Jake Paul saying, no one knows who Amanda Nunes is. Fuck you, dude. Because she's like the best. She's the best. I'm just telling Brendan that on the pod too. I would love to see Dana White. Please, God, if there's a woman who ever fights a man, I hope it's Amanda Nunes versus Jake Paul. It'd be lit. You got my money. I'm watching. And then it'd be the greatest because we would see Amanda Nunes knock Jake Paul out, and it would be change sports. It would change sports. It would change sports. We'll get back to this fight, though, because guess what? There's these moments in time, Josh, we've seen it too many times. The person who's not supposed to beat the champ, not only the champ, the greatest, not supposed to beat the greatest of all time. There's no fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it. Chris Weidman, Anderson Silva. Holly Holm, Ronda Rousey. There's more.
Holly Holm and Chris Weidman, did they both lose to people that had gotten wrecked by Amanda, or just by the person they were fighting? Just because Megan Anderson's lost to Felicia Spencer and Holly Holm.
Well, what I'm trying to say is this is the fight where in the division where Amanda not only has destroyed everybody, there's no one left. Her last fight was it the same weight class for Felicia Spencer? Was that featherweight? I forget.
You're right though. There's really no one left.
Yeah. So they're throwing her Megan Anderson. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is this is a moment in time where someone's not supposed to win. Megan's big. Holly Holm was taller than. I'm not saying height matters, but Megan's big. She's 6 foot. That's 4. She's got 4 inches on the champ. That doesn't matter with Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes can head kick you. She can get you with whatever she wants.
I think Amanda's striking is too much for Megan.
You think
Megan's striking is I don't think it's improved that much
Mm-hmm.
since she entered in the UFC
Mm-hmm.
and before. And she's got good grappling, that's her backing, but I don't see it. I don't see the way she takes Amanda down, controls her, submits her, or just controls her for, the entire fight. I don't see it. I think Amanda has too many opportunities on the feet to finish it. I think she wins.
I think Megan doesn't really get a lot of credit she deserves, though. They threw her to the wolves for a UFC debut with Holly Holm. You know what I mean? And she went to decision with her. I know it was. If I remember right, it was an ass whooping. Was it a unanimous decision?
I don't think it was
an ass whooping, but it was.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
I forget, but I remember that it was like. I'm like, damn, UFC debut. She's taking on Holly Holm, and then she lost.
I think it was the Holly fight. I think was pretty close.
And Felicia Spencer, she got submitted by her, but that was another tough girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, like you said, this Megan's kind of getting thrown at her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's really earned it. I think she's had fights where it feels like she should win, not handily, but she herself is getting kind of thrown in a potent to fight, to set up this fight with Nunes, and then she struggles.
True.
And I think I've seen it too many times where she struggles in fights that she should be winning, more easily. I mean, these are professional fighters. It happens. Yeah, they're all amazing fighters. But I got to go with Nunes. The striking is too much.
How can you not vote against Amanda Nunes?
I had Amanda Nunes winning by a third round TKO. Honestly, I see her finishing the fight. Just she's been so dominant. It's Megan Anderson. If she wins, like you said, just because you're right, that Chris Weidman's a great analogy. No one saw Anderson Silva getting beat.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy. I got Amanda Nunes third round TKO.
Dude, no one thought Holly Holm was gonna beat Ronda Rousey. They had lines out the fucking Vegas for waiting to get paid.
At that time, I don't know if it still stands. That was the biggest upset of all time in the UFC.
And then again, you gotta remember, it's like, damn. Well, Holly Holm. I remember being superstitious about that one and having the feeling that Holly Holm was gonna win because of her record, how good she was in boxing. There was all these things. Megan's kind of had a little hard time in the UFC, so it's a little different, which is even crazier if she wins. It's crazy. What if she submits Amanda Nunes? Think about that.
I mean,
You don't see it happen, right?
I mean, it could, of course. I mean, Amanda's been submitted before, but
what if this is like the best Megan we've ever seen? Like, we've never even seen her like this ever. We're like, holy shit, what the fuck is this?
it would have to be in the stand-up.
Comes out, front kick to the face, knocks out Amanda Nunes cold. 3 seconds.
Nah,
That's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit.
I don't know.
Talk about overnight hero. I know. It's hard to, again, boys, it's hard to root against Amanda. Yeah. She's been beat. She's unbeat. She's beatable.
Those losses all taught her lessons, though. She's gotten better.
And she just had a kid, even though it doesn't really change. It can change, doesn't change. But maybe she's got this big fire in her belly now for a kid. All right, next, boys. Main event, last one of the night. Big night. What a night. We're here. We made it. Light heavyweight. Your guys' boy, Izzy, who beat my boy, Robert. I'm still sad about it. I still think about it. And you know what?
Pieced him up.
You know what?
Listening.
Your little boy, Izzy.
Who's taller? Who's taller?
Your middleweight boy, Izzy. He can't handle that Polish power. That Polish sausage. That's big sausage over there in the Polish world. He's got them hands, boy.
Yeah. Joanna was undefeatable too at one point in time.
You know what I see?
Polish people can be beaten. It happens.
I see Izzy knocked out up against the fence. I see Jan. So I see Jan pushing the pressure. Izzy doing his thing. He's really good at moving. Izzy's really good at moving. He's really good at slipping punches. And he's really good at his accuracy. He's going to hit you more than likely than you're going to hit him. But Jan's an amazing counter puncher. He can do it. And I think, in my mind, for Jan, I think he can take Izzy's power. I think, in my mind, if math adds up, Jan throws less punches and knocks out Izzy. Izzy has to throw more punches to knock out Jan. I think Jan can hit Izzy with a counter punch that can knock him out.
I have to just completely disagree off the basis of the last fight that Izzy had against Pau Costa. You see how many times Pau Costa was trying to insult him, like taunt him, trying to get him pulled in there.
Did you see what he recently claimed?
I saw it through the countdown, too, for the most part.
Josh did. Did you see what he recently claimed?
No, oh, my gosh. Off of having a drinking problem and making that.
Well, not a drinking problem. Saying he was drunk. He drank a bottle of wine the night before.
God, that just pisses me off, dude.
What if it's true? What if it's true?
Then it's like you shouldn't even deserve to fight for it.
And then what if that changed that whole scenario with that fight? What if he would have beat Izzy not drunk?
He didn't deserve to because he had drank anyway.
Yeah, you're right. You celebrate after 100%. But what if I was like, ooh, what if that was a fun way to fuck with Izzy? Because what if Izzy's like, he thinks he can drink before a fight and be all tough? Now I'm gonna drink before a fight. What if he drinks before the fight, drunk, gets fucking wrecked? You're trying to be the big dog.
That would be something.
But like, ooh, what if it's subliminal sabotage? I love it.
Izzy's too focused for that.
Yeah,
he's too focused for this fight. He wants to be that two belt champ, 2-division champ.
Yep. And
he's gonna win.
It's interesting how he's staying light.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
He's gonna be fast.
That really makes it interesting. I like it. I like the approach.
I think he's already fast, faster than Jan. But I think that approach of
how come John Jones didn't do that?
Being fast? Like faster?
In heavyweight, he's gaining muscle, he's gaining weight. Do you think that's because it's the heavyweight division and you have to for them?
I think you need it at heavyweight.
You need it at heavyweight, but where light heavyweight, you can kind of get away with not putting on as much weight because those are big boys too. There's big boys in the motherfucking light heavyweight division.
Yeah, I mean Jan's big for sure, and I think it depends on the fighter, right, and your style. I think Jon, for his style, he uses his stand up a lot, but he also uses his grappling and the clinch a lot too. So you need that strength at heavyweight. Whereas Izzy, we know he's wanting to stand on the feet. I think that speed that Izzy has is too much. I think it's going to be too much for Jan. His movement, his knowledge of the striking game and setting things up is on a different level than what Jan's ever seen. And for a lot of people have ever seen. Izzy, the success that he's had in MMA and in
his whole career,
in kickboxing,
20-0, 9-0 in the UFC, and the 9 people he's taken out in the UFC, his last 5 fights: Paulo Costa, Yoel Romero, Robert Whittaker, Kevin Gastelum, Anderson Silva.
The dude is a beast.
But guess what? He's had in the UFC 4 KOs, 5 decisions. I'll repeat that. Mr. Big Badass, 15 KOs in his UFC, in his whole entire career, but yet less KOs and more decisions in the UFC. Okay.
But
I see that. Okay. I see you, decision boy. Oh, what was that 2 fights ago? Everyone booing because they were so bored of his fight. They were like, God damn, get me the fuck out of this arena. I'm tired of watching these guys eye fuck each other. Yeah. Let me find a Jan Blachowicz fight where he eye fucks an opponent. Let me find one. Oh, wait, you can't. Because guess what? He's coming to knock your motherfucking boy out. I'm fucking excited.
But hold on. Wait a minute here. Let me pull up the record.
Yeah.
Jan, what's that?
He got TKO'd. He got TKO'd by Thiago Santos in 2019. Guess what, boys? Let me start something out here. Let me tell you something. What your boy Izzy's never, unfortunately, faced is adversity. Because guess what? He's undefeated. I get it. Let me tell you a little story about our boy Jan. Started out his UFC career 2-4. Comes back 8-1 and becoming champ. Sit down, be humble. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about finding ourselves and really evolving.
Whoa. Hold on.
Something your boy Izzy's never fucking done.
Adversity. Hold on. Adversity. Izzy has been knocked out in kickboxing before. Knocked out.
Okay. But that wasn't professional, was it? Or
yeah, it wasn't professional.
How come they say he's undefeated at 20-0 then?
No. Sorry, in kickboxing.
Oh, okay. They don't count that as an MMA record?
No.
I guess since it's just kickboxing?
Yeah,
that makes sense because they don't include your boxing record.
Yeah, so he's had that, came back from that. The fight versus Kelvin.
The Kelvin was great. Kelvin brought the fight.
Have you the audio in between rounds? The dude was like, "I'm ready to die. I'm gonna die for this." Even if you're psyching yourself up, which it is.
That is advice.
Dude,
adversity.
Fucking warrior. The 5th round, we talk about decision. You had 5 decisions. That easily could be 3 or 4 decisions. And
let me tell you a
more
little story. Jan hits harder than Kelvin.
Can I say something too?
You don't agree?
Well, I can say that. I agree with that. But Izzy beat Robert Whittaker. He didn't beat the guy that Robert Whittaker beat, did he? Well, he did, actually, after he was champ. I think Jan became champion by beating the guy Jon Jones beat. So I'm just interested in what you mean by champion. I kind of want to put quotes between champion because I don't know he's champion or not.
Hey, Josh, let me ask you this. Didn't people think Jon Jones lost that fight against Dominic Reyes? Let me ask you this. My little buddy. Did the judges need to go to the Dominic Reyes and Jan Blachowicz fights? I don't think so. Why was that, Brenden? Oh, that's right, because Dominic Reyes got fucking wrecked fighting Jan Blachowicz. Why did Jon Jones go to heavyweight? Because he saw someone coming his way. He's like, I gotta get the fuck out because I see this fucking Polish power motherfucker finally. Oh, Jon Jones. My last 5 fights, people actually brought the fight, and I couldn't really do anything except for, I'll give him the, our boy.
Anthony Smith?
Anthony Smith. Yeah, he racked Anthony Smith. Absolutely wrecked. I'm sorry. I'll give him that one. Other than that, they all brought the fight. John Jones was scared of the sausage. Polish sausage.
I want to bring it back. Jan and Dominic Reyes. Reyes 100% was overlooking Jan because he was thinking about John Jones.
You think so? Oh.
100%. Same thing.
Well, bitch, sit down and be humbled. Humble the fucking pie.
The same thing that Gustafsson did versus, oh, God, I can't think. But whenever he got knocked out, Anthony Johnson? Yeah, versus Anthony Johnson. Real thing. He overlooked him 100%. No doubt in my mind he did.
I don't know about this overlooking excuses I'm hearing, but okay. When I sign an agreement to fight a UFC fighter, I should be focused on that motherfucker on that contract and nothing else because guess what? This is fighting and you never know.
And you shouldn't blame drinking wine beforehand.
Little excusing. Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
I know. Hey, no. I enjoyed him wrecking Costa. But guess what? I don't think this is happening for Jan. Jan got punched a lot. He can eat shots.
That's why I think this fight, it's going to go late into the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think Izzy wins by TKO.
TKO.
I think you can only take so many strikes. Izzy's going to be fast. He's going to be long, as he pretty much always is. And he's going to be calculating, setting up strikes, strikes for later on in the fight. He's banking them.
Yep.
He's banking them so that his striking.
He's a very calculated fighter. He's amazing.
His striking has been on another level versus everyone he's ever fought. I don't think it's going to be any different.
And
Jan's
he never
great.
fights anyone else's fight. He fights his fight.
That's what I was going to say. That's what led me to my prediction, which is a unanimous decision with Izzy winning over your boy Jan.
Mm-hmm.
Because, chess isn't about exciting people. It's about getting checkmate. And at the end of the day, Izzy's getting checkmate.
He saw the first part of the countdown. Izzy talks about chess.
Because chess players know what's up. He's getting checkmate. Jan, you're losing by decision.
Yeah, he already told me how he was going to fight by not coming at me. So it was chess. All right. We're there. I feel that Izzy. And guess what? He is really good. I'm, no disrespect. I'm still salty because I love Robert Whittaker and he beat Robert. I want to see a rematch. Those boys better fight again one day. I don't know what the future holds with Mr. Izzy if he's going to go to heavyweight, fight John Jones. What happens if he beats Jan and Izzy gets on the mic and he starts talking shit to John Jones? Hey, to me, I'm still a little, I don't know how you feel about it, Josh. I kind of it's okay. I would rather see John Jones fight somebody before getting the title shot at heavyweight. It would just make it, there's a lot of guys, who I think could maybe deserve a number one either contender spot or even get the shot at the title. Because, again, we don't even know what's going to happen with Stipe and Francis. And it's not fair, in my eyes. I know we had to wait, and Stipe waited to get that final fight with DC, but he's the greatest heavyweight fighter of all time. Francis has the one-hit knockout power. If he knocks out Stipe and we don't give Stipe the rematch right away, I'm sorry. It's bullshit. That should be the trilogy fight. And then that also now takes up John Jones' time, which therefore should already have been fighting somebody. So if Izzy, what happens? He's making a lot of heavy. He's pushing weight. He's getting muscular. I don't know if you've seen John Jones training and shit. It looks scary. It looks fucking scary. I'm like, holy shit, Stipe. If you beat Francis, you got another thing coming, and it's a whole nother level. Because he's got them. He was doing some spinning back kicks in the gym. Oh man, they look heavy. They look heavy. Like push you back. Oh my god. Anyway,
I'm totally on the board. I think if Francis beats Stipe, you got to do the rematch.
Right?
You have to.
You have to.
I have the same fear though too that if Francis won,
they're gonna give it to John Jones
for sure. I mean that's the
fight.
biggest money fight.
Then that's what they do.
But what it should be if it happened, which who knows, but. Who would Jones fight at that point, you think? Because I feel like he would have the fight at heavyweight. I don't think. I mean, he could wait.
I think
longer,
Gain, what's his name?
Gone.
He really kind of fucked himself with having the boring fight. It was a tough fight. It was a strategic fight. It's a heavyweight. You're gonna want to get knocked out. One punch. Either one of those dudes land one punch, it's over. So I get it. A lot of fans don't like it. I get it. But one of those guys, he's looking really good. And if John Jones is the greatest of all time. So if you're really going to make your mark in the heavyweight, Why not slap a fool real quick before you get the belt?
Right.
And plus, that brings more hype. It's tough.
I know. I'm trying to think who would John fight at that point, because it's got to be a big fight. He fights Derek Lewis.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. Derek Lewis and John Jones would be sick.
Yeah.
And there's another person. What are we going to do? What are we talking about just throwing Derek to the side? He's another guy. I would love to see him fight Stipe. Stipe beats Francis and then fights. Dude, be lit.
And I love that fight, too.
Yeah.
The Derek Lewis one. That would be
be
so
fun.
awesome.
Yeah.
Because I know John Jones wouldn't be no fool. He's not going to do a double leg takedown, get knocked
He probably
out.
wrecks Derek Lewis,
He wrecks Derek Lewis.
But what if Derek Lewis just waited again? One time, boop. Bye-bye, sleep.
That would be amazing, because then give Derek the title shot.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
But then again, what if Izzy gets on the mic and talks mad shit to John Jones? John Jones, all right, that's it. I'm going back to light heavyweight. I don't think that'll happen, though, just because of how much work he's been doing for the heavyweight.
See, I know that if that's the case, like, if, Izzy wins or whenever he gets on the mic, I feel like he's been talking so much shit with John.
Yeah.
That I feel like he would definitely call him out about it, like, oh, you running the heavyweight?
He's going to. If John Jones doesn't come out that mouth, if he becomes the double champion, I don't know what else would. What other name would come out that mouth? Unless he goes, I want the winner of the Stipe and Francis fight, just right away. Fuck, don't give it to John Jones. Fuck John Jones. That would be like, I'm like, okay, this guy's next level.
He stays at the middleweight weight limit pretty much.
That's another thing. Amanda Nunes we got to give credit to Amanda Nunes again, because she's the only fucking person defending both belts.
Yeah.
So if we want to talk about real double champs, there's really one, and it's Amanda Nunes. Everyone else, sit your little ass down. You're lucky you got both belts. That's what I'm saying.
I love that, man. And like you said earlier, best fighter.
Yeah.
Not just women's fighter. Let's just not separate that.
Exactly.
Best fighter. She kills.
Exactly. All right, boys, let's end it. Final picks. Who you got for this one? I already know. Let the people know.
Izzy, 4th round TKO.
Brenden?
Izzy by unanimous decision. He's a chess master. He's going for checkmate.
Let's fucking find out, Twitch fam, YouTube fam. Let's see what the fuck happens. Izzy's getting knocked the fuck out. Jan, maybe I'm eating my words. Maybe I'm going, God damn it, Izzy's the best. Let's find out. Everyone have a good night. Josh, thanks for being back on the pod.
Thank you for having me.
It was fun. Sorry for the difficulties with the camera again, Jobins. Shit happens. It's content. We're getting it out there. I hope you enjoyed me for 40 minutes. Deuces.
Deuces.